Toyota is definitely known for its reliability. The 4.0-liter V6 is the engine on this one. The million-mile engines, with 140,000 miles on it, it's easily got double that, if not more, with proper maintenance.
Some SUVs don't just last a long time. They're built so well, they redefine what high mileage even means. We're talking 300,000 miles and beyond, with engines and transmissions that refuse to quit even after decades of use. And the surprising part? Many of these vehicles quietly dominate long-term reliability charts without flashy marketing or bold claims. So let's jump straight into the SUVs that go the distance, far longer than most people ever expect, starting with one of the toughest machines ever built. Number 10. Toyota RAV4. When it comes to crossing 300,000 miles without drama, the Toyota RAV4 is one of the quiet champions of the SUV world. It doesn't look like a high-mileage beast at first glance, but year after year, it consistently shows up in long-term reliability studies, with owners reporting 250,000 to well over 300,000 miles. The secret behind its longevity isn't brute strength like a big V8. It's smart engineering, extremely efficient powertrains, and Toyota's obsession with mechanical reliability. The heart of the RAV4's long-life reputation is its 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine. Toyota has used variations of this engine across multiple models for more than a decade, and it has proven itself as one of the most durable small engines ever produced. It's naturally aspirated, meaning no turbocharger to overheat, clog, or fail at high mileage. It runs cool, uses high-quality internal components, and rarely develops serious oil consumption issues if maintained properly. Many owners have driven this engine past 300,000 miles, with nothing more than routine oil changes and the occasional belt or sensor replacement. Transmission reliability also plays a big role. Depending on the generation, the RAV4 has been offered with traditional automatics, or Toyota's newer CVT. The earlier 5- and 6-speed automatics are known to last an incredibly long time, with very few documented failures. The CVT models have also shown strong durability when serviced correctly and kept clean, far better than rival brands' CVTs, which often fail before 150,000. Toyota's version is engineered for efficiency, not aggressive performance, which keeps stress low and extends its lifespan significantly. Beyond the powertrain, the RAV4 benefits from a platform designed for everyday usability rather than extreme performance. That simplicity reduces the number of high-stress components that typically wear out over time. Suspension parts, steering components, and electronics tend to last longer than average, and replacements are inexpensive when they finally do wear out. The RAV4 also holds a massive advantage in long-term ownership cost. Most repairs are straightforward, parts are widely available, and independent mechanics know the vehicle well. Even high-mileage issues, like wheel bearings, water pumps, or ignition coils, are relatively cheap to address. What truly sets the RAV4 apart is how few major failures it has compared to competitors. It's an SUV that just keeps going, mile after mile, thanks to careful engineering and a proven track record. For anyone wanting a compact SUV that can confidently pass 300,000 miles, the RAV4 is one of the safest bets on the road. Number 9. Chevrolet Suburban. The Chevrolet Suburban has been on American roads for generations, and one thing has remained constant. These SUVs are built to last. Buyers choose the Suburban because they need a vehicle that can handle heavy use, long-distance driving, towing, and large families, year after year. What's amazing is how often these vehicles cross 300,000 miles while still running strong. Fleet operators, ranch owners, contractors, and large families have put this SUV through the toughest conditions, and it continues to hold up. A big reason for the Suburban's longevity is its V8 engine family. The 5.3-liter and 6.2-liter V8 engines are known for being durable, smooth, and surprisingly efficient for their size. These engines are built with strong internal components, excellent cooling systems, and designs that focus on long-term reliability rather than pushing extreme power. Many Suburbans with these engines have been documented hitting 350,000 to 400,000 miles with only routine maintenance and occasional small repairs. The transmission is also a strong point when properly serviced. The Suburban typically uses GM's sturdy automatic units, which can last hundreds of thousands of miles if the fluid is changed regularly and the vehicle isn't constantly overloaded. These transmissions are designed for towing and hauling, so normal driving barely stresses them. Owners who maintain them correctly often see incredibly long service life with few major issues. The Suburban's body-on-frame construction also plays a big role. It uses a truck-style chassis designed to handle weight, road punishment, and constant movement. Unlike unibody SUVs, a Suburban's frame doesn't fatigue as quickly, which helps the vehicle age more gracefully. Even when the suspension or steering components wear out, replacements are straightforward and affordable, especially because these parts are shared with GM trucks. High-mileage Suburbans do have a few typical wear points, such as fuel pumps, wheel bearings, and the occasional sensor, but these are normal aging components rather than catastrophic failures. The one system that some owners watch closely is GM's Active Fuel Management, AFM, which can cause oil consumption in certain model years. Fortunately, it's a manageable issue, and many high-mileage examples never experience problems. What truly makes the Suburban a 300,000-mile vehicle is its predictability. It's big, sturdy, easy to work on, and built with millions of real-world miles behind its design. When properly maintained, it becomes a long-term companion rather than a short-term purchase. For drivers who want a large SUV that just keeps going, the Chevrolet Suburban remains one of the most proven American-made options on the road. Number 8. Toyota Sequoia. The Toyota Sequoia is one of the few full-size SUVs that consistently proves it can run far beyond 300,000 miles without breaking a sweat. Built on a truck platform and powered by Toyota's famously overbuilt V8 engines, the Sequoia is engineered from the ground up to survive decades of use. While many large SUVs start aging quickly under heavy loads, the Sequoia continues to feel solid even after hundreds of thousands of miles. That durability is exactly why owners keep them for so long and why used prices stay surprisingly high. A major factor behind the Sequoia's long life is its legendary 5.7-liter V8. This engine is known for its ability to handle extreme use, towing, mountains, heat, long-distance travel, and still remain reliable well into high-mileage territory. It's built with thick metal components, a robust cooling system, and a design that avoids unnecessary complexity. Many Sequoias easily cross 300,000 miles with the original engine still running smoothly, and examples exceeding 400,000 miles are not unusual. The transmission in the Sequoia is another durability highlight. Toyota pairs the 5.7 V8 with a heavy-duty Aisin automatic that's the same family used in commercial-grade applications. These transmissions rarely fail when serviced properly, and even under towing stress, they tend to hold up remarkably well. For owners who stick to routine fluid changes, it's not uncommon for the transmission to last nearly as long as the engine. Beyond the powertrain, the Sequoia's body-on-frame construction gives it an edge over many competitors. The frame is strong, the suspension is built to handle weight, and the drivetrain components are larger and stronger than what most families will ever need. This extra strength means the vehicle ages more gracefully, with fewer squeaks, rattles, or structural issues over time. Electronics and interior components also tend to hold up well. Unlike some large SUVs that suffer from electrical gremlins as they age, the Sequoia's systems remain fairly simple and reliable. Even with high mileage, the windows, door locks, climate controls, and infotainment systems continue functioning better than expected. Typical high-mileage repairs, such as oxygen sensors, water pumps, and suspension bushings, are normal wear items rather than signs of design flaws. Overall, the Sequoia's reputation comes from its consistency. It performs well when new, and it performs nearly as well 15 or 20 years later. For anyone wanting a full-size SUV that can confidently reach and exceed 300,000 miles, the Toyota Sequoia stands near the top of the list. It's a long-distance workhorse built to endure. Number 7. Honda CR-V. The Honda CR-V has earned a reputation as one of the most dependable compact SUVs ever made, and its ability to reach 300,000 miles is a big part of that reputation. Families, commuters, rideshare drivers, and long-distance travelers consistently choose the CR-V because it delivers a nearly perfect balance of simplicity, longevity, and low running costs. It isn't flashy or extreme in its performance, but that's exactly why it lasts so long. At the core of the CR-V's durability is its reliable four-cylinder engine. Earlier generations with the 2.4-liter naturally aspirated engine are especially known for hitting extremely high mileages. Honda built these engines with strong internal components, excellent thermal efficiency, and a design that avoids stress and overheating. Many owners report crossing 300,000 miles without any major repairs, and some have pushed well beyond 350,000 or even 400,000 miles with regular maintenance. Transmission reliability is another strong point. Honda's automatic transmissions in early models were simple and durable, and when they received updates in later generations, they became even more reliable. The introduction of Honda's CVT worried some buyers at first, but real-world data has shown that these CVTs hold up very well when the fluid is changed at proper intervals. Unlike many competing brands, Honda's CVT doesn't overheat easily or suffer from premature belt wear when the vehicle is driven normally. The CR-V's lightweight, efficient design also helps extend its lifespan. Because the engine and transmission aren't constantly under strain, wear and tear develops much slower than in heavier, more powerful SUVs. This smoother workload results in fewer major failures and fewer expensive repairs over the life of the vehicle. Another advantage is affordability of parts and maintenance. Brake pads, rotors, wheel bearings, ignition coils, and suspension components are all reasonably priced and widely available. Independent shops know the CR-V well, and repairs rarely escalate into something complicated. Even at very high mileage, most CR-V issues, such as aging engine mounts, valve adjustments, or worn bushings, are normal maintenance rather than catastrophic breakdowns. The interior and electronics also tend to age gracefully. Switches, buttons, and climate controls typically last far longer than many competitors. Honda avoids unnecessary complexity in the cabin, which means fewer electronic failures as the SUV gets older. Ultimately, the CR-V lasts because it's dependable, predictable, and engineered with longevity in mind. It doesn't try to be something it's not. It simply delivers reliable transportation year after year. For anyone wanting a compact SUV capable of crossing 300,000 miles, the Honda CR-V remains one of the safest, most proven choices available. Number 6. Lexus RX 350. The Lexus RX 350 has long been considered one of the most dependable luxury SUVs ever made, and it consistently proves that luxury doesn't have to mean high repair bills. In fact, many RX 350 owners easily pass 250,000 to 300,000 miles. And plenty of these SUVs are still on the road with original engines and transmissions well past that mark. Its reputation comes from pairing Toyota's bulletproof engineering with Lexus-level refinement, creating a vehicle that ages more gracefully than almost any competitor. The RX 350's durability starts with its exceptional 3.5-liter V6 engine. Toyota has used versions of this engine across multiple models, and it's known for incredibly low failure rates. The timing chain system is reliable, the cooling system is strong, and internal components are designed to handle far more stress than they typically encounter in everyday driving. Because the RX is tuned for smoothness rather than aggressive performance, the engine rarely operates at high strain, an important factor in its long lifespan. The transmission is another highlight. Lexus pairs the V6 with an Aisin automatic gearbox that has a long record of durability. These transmissions shift smoothly, avoid overheating, and almost never suffer from catastrophic failures. When fluid is changed at regular intervals, it's common to see RX transmissions lasting as long as the engine itself. Build quality is one of the RX 350's biggest advantages. Unlike many luxury SUVs that rely on complex air suspensions or fragile electronic systems, the RX keeps things simpler and more reliable. Its suspension components last a long time, the electronics rarely malfunction, and interior materials hold up beautifully even after a decade of use. Buttons, knobs, displays, seat motors, and climate controls all tend to last significantly longer than in German luxury SUVs. Maintenance costs are also surprisingly low for a luxury model. Because the engine and transmission are shared with other Toyota vehicles, parts are widely available and typically inexpensive compared to other premium brands. Even when repairs are needed, such as struts, alternators, or gaskets, they tend to be far more affordable than anything you'd encounter in a BMW, Mercedes, or Audi. Another reason the RX routinely hits 300,000 miles is its owner base. Most RX owners take good care of their vehicles, follow maintenance schedules, and drive smoothly. This type of usage dramatically extends the SUV's life. Overall, the Lexus RX 350 stands out because it combines luxury, long-term reliability, and low ownership costs in one package. It's comfortable, consistent, and built to last far longer than most people expect. For anyone seeking a high-mileage luxury SUV that can genuinely cross 300,000 miles, the RX 350 remains one of the best options ever made. Number 5. Toyota Highlander. The Toyota Highlander is one of the most dependable midsize SUVs on the market, and it has built a reputation for easily crossing 300,000 miles when maintained properly. It doesn't rely on oversized engines or heavy-duty truck components like some of the larger Toyota SUVs, yet it still delivers extraordinary longevity thanks to smart engineering and one of the most reliable V6 engines ever produced. The key to the Highlander's long life is its 3.5-liter V6 engine. Toyota has used variations of this engine across multiple models, from sedans to minivans to SUVs, and it consistently ranks among the most reliable power plants in the industry. It's not unusual to see Highlanders surpass 250,000 miles with minimal issues, and many continue running smoothly well past 300,000. The engine is designed with durability in mind. Strong internal components, an efficient cooling system, and a timing chain that rarely requires attention. Transmission reliability also plays a major role in the Highlander's long-term success. Toyota pairs the V6 with well-tested automatic transmissions that can handle years of stress without deteriorating. Shifts remain smooth, even as mileage climbs, and failures are rare when fluid is changed on schedule. The overall drivetrain setup is designed for consistent, predictable use, not aggressive performance, so wear happens gradually rather than abruptly. The Highlander's unibody construction and suspension design also contribute to its longevity. Because the vehicle is lighter and more efficient than truck-based SUVs, the engine and transmission don't have to work as hard during daily driving. This reduced strain directly results in fewer major failures over the life of the vehicle. The suspension is durable, and components like control arms and bushings tend to last longer than average before needing replacement. Inside the cabin, the Highlander continues to shine. Toyota's electronics are famously stable, with very few long-term failure points. Climate control systems, window switches, and infotainment units generally hold up extremely well, even as mileage climbs. The interior materials also resist aging better than many competitors, which helps the SUV feel newer for longer. Common high-mileage issues, such as water pumps, wheel bearings, or aging suspension parts, are normal wear items and relatively affordable to replace. The Highlander's straightforward design makes it easy for mechanics to service, and parts are widely available at reasonable prices. What truly sets the Highlander apart is its consistency. It delivers reliable performance year after year without developing strange noises, excessive oil consumption, or repeated expensive failures. Owners often describe it as a vehicle that just keeps running, no matter how many miles accumulate. For anyone wanting a mid-size SUV that can confidently reach 300,000 miles and still feel dependable, the Toyota Highlander is one of the strongest choices available. Number 4. Honda Pilot. The Honda Pilot has built a strong reputation as one of the most dependable family SUVs on the road, and it consistently proves it can reach 300,000 miles when maintained properly. Known for its practicality, comfort, and durable engineering, the Pilot is often chosen by families who need a long-term vehicle they can trust for years, or even decades. Its track record across multiple generations shows remarkable consistency in reliability and longevity. At the heart of the Pilot's durability is Honda's well-known 3.5-liter V6 engine. This engine has been refined over many years and is used in several Honda and Acura models, giving it a long history of real-world success. It delivers smooth power while avoiding the mechanical complexity that often shortens the lifespan of other engines. When maintained with regular oil changes and basic care, the V6 routinely surpasses 250,000 miles, and many examples push far beyond 300,000 miles without needing major mechanical work. Transmission design has also improved over the years. Earlier pilots had some transmission concerns, but Honda addressed these issues, and more recent generations have proven to be far more durable. The newer automatics and Honda's updated transmission calibrations help reduce wear, maintain smooth shifting, and prevent early failures. When the fluid is changed at recommended intervals, the transmission often lasts as long as the engine. The Pilot's structure and suspension design further enhance its ability to age well. Although it's a unibody SUV, the chassis is rigid and built to handle years of passenger hauling, long road trips, and mixed driving conditions. Suspension components tend to last a long time before needing replacement, and when they do, the repair costs are generally manageable. Honda designed the Pilot to withstand the stress of being a primary family vehicle, and that purpose-built durability shows over time. Inside the cabin, the Pilot holds up better than many competitors. Honda's electronics are known for their lifespan, and major interior systems like climate controls, power accessories, and infotainment components usually continue functioning well past the 200,000-mile mark. The interior materials, seat frames, and controls typically resist heavy wear, even in vehicles that have been used by active families for years. High-mileage pilots may experience typical wear items such as aging engine mounts, worn bushings, or timing belt replacements. But these are normal maintenance tasks rather than red flags. The Pilot's design avoids complicated air suspensions or fragile electronic systems, which helps minimize expensive repairs later in life. What truly stands out is how consistently reliable the Pilot remains as mileage climbs. It often feels just as stable at 180,000 miles as it does at 80,000 miles, and that smoothness doesn't fade quickly. For drivers who want a dependable, long-lasting three-row SUV capable of crossing 300,000 miles, the Honda Pilot remains one of the most trusted choices available. Number 3. Lexus GX 460. The Lexus GX 460 is one of the toughest luxury SUVs ever built, and it has a well-earned reputation for easily crossing 300,000 miles with proper maintenance. Unlike most luxury SUVs that start developing expensive electronic or mechanical issues as they age, the GX is engineered on a proven platform shared with the Toyota Land Cruiser Prado, a vehicle known globally for surviving harsh environments, rugged terrain, and years of relentless use. This foundation makes the GX a rare combination of refinement and long-term durability. Its 4.6-liter V8 engine is one of the biggest reasons the GX lasts so long. This engine is smooth, sturdy, and built with the same over-engineered philosophy Toyota applies to its heavy-duty models. It doesn't rely on turbochargers or complicated systems, which eliminates many of the failure points seen in newer luxury SUVs. The V8 is known for running cool, resisting premature wear, and maintaining consistent performance even at very high mileage. Many GX models have crossed 300,000 and even 400,000 miles, with the original engine still in excellent condition. The transmission is equally dependable. Lexus uses an ASIN automatic gearbox that has been proven across multiple Toyota truck and SUV platforms. It handles stress extremely well, rarely overheats, and continues delivering smooth shifts even after years of daily driving. When transmission fluid is serviced on schedule, failure rates remain extremely low, something that can't be said for many European competitors. One of the GX's greatest strengths is its body-on-frame construction. This traditional SUV design gives it exceptional durability because the frame absorbs stress that would otherwise fatigue a unibody structure over time. Even after years of towing, off-road travel, or rough road usage, the GX's frame and suspension components age predictably and without major structural issues. This rugged foundation also helps the SUV stay quiet and smooth even as mileage climbs. Interior durability is another area where the GX shines. Lexus craftsmanship shows in the materials, electronics, and build quality. Buttons, motors, and switches often last decades. Leather seats age gracefully, and the dashboard rarely develops cracks or electronic glitches. Unlike complicated German systems, Lexus electronics remain simple, stable, and dependable into very high mileage. The only common aging issue some GX models face is with the optional rear air suspension. When airbags or compressors begin to fail, many owners simply convert to standard coil springs, a reliable and affordable long-term fix. Overall, the Lexus GX 460 stands as one of the longest-lasting luxury SUVs money can buy. It combines Toyota-grade engineering with Lexus refinement, making it a vehicle that not only reaches 300,000 miles, but often does so while still feeling solid, quiet, and comfortable. Number 2. Toyota 4Runner. The Toyota 4Runner is one of the most proven long-lasting SUVs ever built, and its ability to reach 300,000 miles is almost expected rather than surprising. This SUV has built a legendary reputation among mechanics, off-road enthusiasts, and long-term owners because it combines rugged truck-style construction with a powertrain that refuses to quit. Over the years, the 4Runner has earned a simple but powerful description: a vehicle that lasts longer than most people keep cars. At the center of the 4Runner's durability is its 4.0-liter V6 engine. This engine is widely considered one of Toyota's most reliable power plants, known for its thick internal components, minimal stress during daily driving, and extremely low failure rates. It uses a timing chain that rarely needs replacement, and it avoids the complexity of turbocharging or high-pressure systems that can shorten an engine's life. Owners frequently report surpassing 300,000 miles with little more than routine maintenance, and many examples run smoothly past 400,000 miles with no major repairs. The transmission is another standout feature. Toyota pairs the V6 with a well-tested 5-speed automatic that has a reputation for long-term reliability. It doesn't chase fast shift times or aggressive performance. Instead, it focuses on consistency, durability, and smooth operation. This conservative tuning helps reduce internal stress, which is a major factor in why these transmissions rarely fail, even under towing or moderate off-road use. The 4Runner's body-on-frame construction is a major contributor to its extended lifespan. This design, also used in pickup trucks, gives the SUV a strong foundation that doesn't flex or fatigue as quickly as unibody designs. Over the years, this leads to fewer structural issues, less creaking, and a more solid feel even when the odometer has climbed past 200,000 miles. The suspension components, differentials, and drivetrain parts are all oversized and built to handle abuse on tough trails, meaning they're barely stressed in normal everyday driving. Another advantage of the 4Runner is its relatively simple electronics. Toyota avoids packing the SUV with highly complex systems that often fail early in other brands. This simplicity dramatically reduces the number of expensive electrical problems that tend to appear in high-mileage vehicles. Owners also love that the 4Runner ages with almost no drama. Typical wear items, like brake components, shocks, or bushings, are straightforward to replace, and the parts are widely available. High-mileage 4Runners rarely surprise owners with sudden big-ticket repairs, which is a huge reason they're kept for decades. What truly sets the 4Runner apart is how consistently strong it remains as mileage climbs. Even at 250,000 miles, it often drives with the same solid, confident feel it had at 50,000. Between its durable engine, simple electronics, strong frame, and well-proven transmission, the 4Runner is built to last far beyond 300,000 miles, making it one of the most dependable SUVs ever made. Number 1. Toyota Land Cruiser. The Toyota Land Cruiser is, without question, one of the most durable SUVs ever built. When people talk about vehicles crossing 300,000 miles with ease, this is the model that always shows up at the top of the list, and often with stories of examples reaching 400,000, 500,000, and even 600,000 miles without a major engine or transmission rebuild. The Land Cruiser wasn't designed as a luxury SUV first. It was built to survive extreme environments where failure isn't an option, and that foundation is what makes it nearly unstoppable in everyday driving. The centerpiece of the Land Cruiser's longevity is its legendary 5.7-liter V8 engine. This engine is purpose-built for durability, not flashy performance. Toyota engineered it with oversized internal components, a robust cooling system, and metallurgy designed to resist long-term wear. It runs cool, it runs smoothly, and, most importantly, it rarely operates anywhere near its mechanical limits. That under-stressed design is one of the biggest reasons Land Cruisers routinely cross 300,000 miles without showing signs of fatigue. Paired with this engine is one of the most durable transmissions Toyota has ever used, a heavy-duty Aisin automatic. Known for handling commercial-grade applications, this gearbox is famous for surviving hundreds of thousands of miles with minimal issues, especially when fluid changes are done on schedule. It delivers smooth, predictable shifting and holds up remarkably well, even when the vehicle is towing, off-roading, or climbing steep grades. The Land Cruiser's body-on-frame construction further extends its life. This truck-style chassis is built to handle constant stress, rough terrain, and heavy loads. Unlike unibody SUVs, which can develop structural fatigue over time, the Land Cruiser's frame stays solid and rigid for decades. Suspension components, differentials, and transfer cases are similarly overbuilt. They're designed for rugged use in remote regions of the world, so daily commuting barely challenges them. Even the electronics in the Land Cruiser are engineered with longevity in mind. Toyota intentionally avoids unnecessary complexity, favoring simpler systems with fewer failure points. As a result, high-mileage Land Cruisers typically retain functioning climate controls, window motors, and onboard electronics far longer than competing luxury SUVs. One of the most impressive aspects of the Land Cruiser is how few major issues owners report, even at very high mileage. Typical aging items like alternators, starters, bushings, and cooling components are straightforward to replace and don't detract from the SUV's long-term value or reliability. At its core, the Land Cruiser is the embodiment of long-term engineering. It's built with the expectation that owners will put it through harsh climates, rough terrain, and demanding work for decades. That's why it doesn't just reach 300,000 miles. It often treats that milestone as the halfway point. For anyone seeking the most reliable, long-lasting SUV ever produced, the Toyota Land Cruiser stands alone at the top. Some SUVs are built to impress. Some are built to sell in high volume. But the ones in this list are built to last. These are the vehicles that stay on the road long after others have retired, proving their worth mile after mile. Whether it's Toyota's legendary engineering, Honda's consistent dependability, Lexus's unmatched build quality, or GM's truck-based toughness, each SUV here has earned its reputation through real-world performance, not marketing promises. Reaching 300,000 miles isn't luck. It's the result of smart design, robust components, and owners who perform basic maintenance. And when you choose a vehicle with a proven record of longevity, you're not just buying transportation. You're investing in years of reliability, lower repair costs, and peace of mind. If you found this breakdown helpful, there's plenty more ahead. Check out the other videos on long-lasting cars, engines that never quit, and the models mechanics trust the most. Your next SUV might just be one of these road warriors, and it could be the one that stays with you for decades. Let me know if you want a thumbnail idea, SEO tags, or a shorter description for this video.